Specialized 1/2-inch electrical metallic tubing to Romex connectors are available, which eliminate the need for a junction box. These connectors have a clamp that secures the electrical metallic tubing and a built-in hole for Romex cable to pass through. It is not recommended to use a regular electrical metallic tubing box connector at the end of the electrical metallic tubing as a substitute for a junction box. While it may provide a smooth edge, it does not provide the necessary space and accessibility for making electrical connections. The National Electrical Code, (NEC), requires that all electrical connections be made in approved junction boxes or enclosures. Therefore, using a junction box when connecting electrical metallic tubing to Romex is the safest and most code-compliant method. Junction boxes provide several benefits. Firstly, they provide ample space for making secure and proper electrical connections. Secondly, they allow for easy access to electrical connections for maintenance or troubleshooting. Thirdly, they protect electrical connections from dust, moisture, and potential damage. While it is tempting to use a regular electrical metallic tubing box connector as a substitute for a junction box, it is not recommended. Using an approved 1/2-inch electrical metallic tubing to Romex connector or a junction box is the safest and most code-compliant solution for connecting electrical metallic tubing to Romex cable. Electrical metallic tubing, often abbreviated as electrical metallic tubing, is a common type of rigid metal conduit used for protecting electrical wiring. Romex is a brand name for non-metallic sheath cable, commonly used for residential wiring. When transitioning from electrical metallic tubing to Romex, it's crucial to follow electrical codes and best practices to ensure safety and prevent electrical hazards. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a widely adopted standard for electrical installations in the United States. It provides guidelines for safe and reliable electrical systems. When working with electrical metallic tubing and Romex, it's essential to adhere to the NEC requirements to avoid code violations and potential safety risks. A junction box is an enclosure that protects electrical connections and provides a safe location for making splices or terminations. Junction boxes are typically made of metal or plastic and come in various sizes and shapes to accommodate different wiring configurations. When connecting electrical metallic tubing to Romex, using a junction box is generally required by the NEC to ensure that all electrical connections are properly enclosed and protected. Specialized electrical metallic tubing to Romex connectors are designed to facilitate the transition between electrical metallic tubing conduit and Romex cable. These connectors typically feature a fitting that attaches to the electrical metallic tubing and a clamp or strain relief mechanism to secure the Romex cable. Using a specialized electrical metallic tubing to Romex connector can simplify the wiring process and eliminate the need for a separate junction box in some applications. However, it's essential to verify that the connector is listed and labeled for the intended use and complies with all applicable codes and standards. When selecting an electrical metallic tubing to Romex connector, consider the size and type of electrical metallic tubing and Romex cable being used. Ensure that the connector is compatible with the specific dimensions of the conduit and cable to ensure a secure and reliable connection. Additionally, choose a connector that is suitable for the environment in which it will be installed. For example, if the wiring is exposed to moisture or corrosive substances, use a connector that is rated for wet or corrosive locations. Proper grounding is essential for electrical safety. When working with electrical metallic tubing and Romex, ensure that all metal components, including the electrical metallic tubing conduit and junction boxes, are properly grounded according to the NEC requirements. Grounding provides a low resistance path for fault current to flow back to the source, helping to prevent electrical shock and equipment damage. When installing electrical metallic tubing and Romex, use appropriate tools and techniques to avoid damaging the wiring or conduit. Use a conduit bender to create smooth bends in the electrical metallic tubing without kinking or flattening the conduit. When pulling Romex cable through the electrical metallic tubing, use a cable lubricant to reduce friction and prevent damage to the cable insulation. Always to energize the circuit before working on any electrical wiring. Use a voltage tester to verify that the circuit is energized before touching any wires or connections. This will help to prevent electrical shock and ensure your safety. When making electrical connections inside a junction box, use appropriate wire connectors or splicing methods to ensure a secure and reliable connection. Use wire connectors that are listed and labeled for the size and type of wires being used. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for installing the wire connectors to ensure a proper connection. Securely tighten all screws and connections to prevent loose connections, which can cause overheating and electrical hazards. After completing the wiring, inspect all connections and components to ensure that they are properly installed and secured. Check for any signs of damage or wear, such as frayed wires or cracked insulation. Use a multimeter to test the continuity and voltage of the circuit to verify that it is functioning correctly. If you are not comfortable working with electrical wiring, it's best to hire a qualified electrician to perform the work. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it's important to have the necessary knowledge and skills to complete the job safely and correctly. A qualified electrician will be familiar with the NEC requirements and best practices for electrical installations and can ensure that your wiring is safe and code compliant. Proper planning is essential for any electrical project. Before starting the work, create a detailed plan that outlines the scope of the project, the materials needed, and the steps involved. This will help to ensure that the project is completed efficiently and effectively. Obtain all necessary permits and approvals before starting any electrical work. Many jurisdictions require permits for electrical installations to ensure that the work is performed safely and in accordance with local codes. Contact your local building department to determine the permit requirements for your project. Keep a record of all electrical work performed, including the date, description of the work, and any materials used. This record can be helpful for future maintenance or troubleshooting. Store the record in a safe and accessible location. Regularly inspect your electrical system to identify any potential problems or hazards. Check for loose connections, damaged wiring, or overloaded circuits. If you notice any problems, have them repaired promptly by a qualified electrician. Consider installing arc fault circuit interrupters or RFCs to protect against electrical fires. RFCs are designed to detect arc faults, which are a common cause of electrical fires, and to energize the circuit before a fire can start. RFCs are required by the NEC in many areas of the home, such as bedrooms and living rooms. Ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, are designed to protect against electrical shock. GFCIs are required by the NEC in areas where there is a risk of contact with water, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor locations. Replace any damaged or worn-out electrical components promptly. Damaged wiring, outlets, or switches can pose a safety hazard and should be replaced by a qualified electrician. Avoid overloading electrical circuits. Overloading a circuit can cause the wires to overheat and potentially start a fire. If you are using multiple appliances or devices on the same circuit, consider adding a new circuit to distribute the load. Use extension cords safely. Avoid using extension cords as a permanent wiring solution. If you need additional outlets, have them installed by a qualified electrician. When using extension cords, choose cords that are rated for the intended use and do not overload the cords. Keep extension cords out of high traffic areas where they could be tripped over or damaged. Protect electrical wiring from physical damage. Avoid running wires through areas where they could be pinched, crushed, or exposed to sharp objects. Use conduit or other protective measures to protect wiring in exposed locations. Keep electrical equipment and wiring away from water. Water can conduct electricity and pose a serious shock hazard. Avoid using electrical appliances or devices near water sources, such as sinks, bathtubs, or swimming pools. If an electrical appliance or device falls into water, do not touch it. Turn off the power at the circuit breaker and then carefully remove the appliance or device from the water. Teach children about electrical safety. Explain the dangers of electricity and teach them how to use electrical appliances and devices safely. Keep electrical outlets covered with child-resistant covers to prevent children from inserting objects into the outlets. Be aware of the signs of electrical problems. Flickering lights, burning smells, or sparking outlets can be signs of electrical problems. If you notice any of these signs, have the problem investigated by a qualified electrician. When in doubt, consult a qualified electrician. If you are unsure about any aspect of electrical wiring or safety, it's always best to consult a qualified electrician. A qualified electrician can provide expert advice and ensure that your electrical system is safe and code compliant. Remember, electrical safety is essential for protecting yourself, your family, and your property. By following these guidelines and taking appropriate precautions, you can minimize the risk of electrical hazards and ensure a safe and reliable electrical system.